Like Birdman, what up? This your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? We are here live once again, guys. Let me know. What do you think about this Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn fight? You saw the name of the title is Can Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao? Should I put a question mark there? Let me see if I can do that. Question mark. Bow. All right, we'll do that. Answer is yes, he can. Is it going to be an easy task? No, it's not. Let me do something. Let me check my YouTube, just make sure everything is running up and smooth. You know how we do it. But I want to touch on some things, guys. I want to touch on what I have observed from Jeff Horn. I want to touch on some things that may give him success. And I want to touch on some things that may get him into a little trouble. But you know what? Let me check. We are here live. How come I don't have an option to click on myself? It's crazy. Alright. What up, guys? Alright, so let's jump right into it. We got Jeff Horn versus Manny Pacquiao. Jeff Horn is not the guy that a lot of people want to see facing Manny Pacquiao. It's not a knock on Jeff Horn. It's not. You know, trust me, guys. If Jeff Horn would have, let's say, fought like, I don't know, a Sean Porter or Andre Berto or Victor Ortiz or, let me see, Lopez, you know, somebody that has a name that people have heard of, then I think that, and beat those guys convincingly, you know, or made a really good fight and won, I think this fight might have been a little bit more acceptable. But because it looks like he hasn't fought anyone that should have really put him in his fight, is why he's probably getting a lot of backlash, you know. And styles do make fights. Now, let me show it up just in case I do have any visitors. Guys, once again, when I go live, I literally go random live. And I don't write down. If you notice, guys, you check my YouTube channel, you will notice I probably shot 3 videos, maybe 4 videos tonight. So I just get an idea. Let me get that. I got that in my mind. Let's talk about it. All right, so let's jump into Jeff Horn. Some things I think Jeff Horn does well that should bring him success is that I really think he is more of a boxer. I think he does try to think. I think he tries to catch his opponent with shots. And I love his lead right hand. It's a little bit reminds me of Floyd because sometimes he'll throw his lead right hand and then he'll roll underneath, you know. He does have, you know, some good qualities about him with his fighting style. Now, something that may hurt him is that his lack of speed in dealing with Manny Pacquiao. I don't think nobody he faced, nobody he's going to spar is going to be able to give him that Manny Pacquiao type of pressure, type of speed with a combination of power. Another good thing about him is he does use his feet a little bit. He will move a little bit, so it's good. He does have some good things, you know. And like I said, he does have a chance. I think I read somewhere maybe a few days ago. He said you never know. He could knock Manny Pacquiao out in the first round. Wow. Could he do that? Yes, he can. But the chance of doing that is not high. That's why, you know, if it does happen, you won't see people like, yeah, I expected that. You know what I'm saying? You'll see people jump up like, wow, what the? You know, because whenever anybody does that, it's something unexpectedly happen. It will be unexpectedly if he does knock Manny Pacquiao out in the first round. But the thing is, we will learn really fast, not the beginning, but maybe midways in the first round, how the fight's going to go. Because Manny Pacquiao is typically going to come out doing his side-by-side, judging you, trying to get distance, trying to eat up ground, and just throwing a few shots here and there. And then out of nowhere, he's going to kick it up into high gear. He's going to be throwing a lot of shots at you really fast, really rapid, and you better not stand there and cover up. If he's throwing millions of shots, don't just stand there because he will eat you up. Unless you got a tight defense and you can be aware of what he's doing, and bend your elbows down and catch shots. The only one I seen that done it pretty well was when he fought Floyd and had Floyd along the ropes. He wasn't able to land a lot of shots, but when he fought other fighters, sometimes he was able to slip shots in there sideways. It's really good to use your legs and use that jab. He would definitely have to use that jab a whole lot in this fight versus Manny Pacquiao. He would have to use a counter right hand against Manny Pacquiao. Honestly, I would say, man, anytime you throw a shot, you got to be completely aware of everything. Like when you throw a shot, you got to almost expect Manny's going to counter you because he's so fast, and people don't give him credit. One thing I noticed that he is getting better at is being able to counter punch. And he's countered so fast. Like he caught Floyd in Floyd's fight that Floyd won. I think Floyd was either throwing a jab or a double jab, and whatever he did, Manny countered so fast with the left hand. And in slow motion, you can even see Floyd, who's known for having great timing and reaction, kind of saw it but could not move out the way before Manny caught him. So Manny's very quick. Like I said, with Jeff Horn, he's more of a boxer. He does move a little bit. And I like the way that he uses his right hand. But something that's going to hurt him is I don't think he has enough big fight experience. We don't know how this experience, stepping up against Manny Pacquiao, someone he admitted of watching on TV, the limelight, your hometown, everybody's putting this pressure on you. They're putting all this blood pressure on you, and it's getting to your head, and you're thinking about it. It just can get to you. But one thing I want to do, guys, is I want to just get to these guys' box rec. I want to do a side-by-side comparison. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that, guys. Okay, I got some going. I got it going. Hold on. Alright, well, that should be like that. Boom. Where's the other one at, guys? Give me. Is that it? Alright. So, we should be looking at it right now. And what you should be seeing, to your left, you should be seeing Jeff Horn. 16 wins, 11 knockouts, 1 draw. To be honest, guys, this seemed like a really good start to a career. Okay, it is not. I wouldn't say that you made it. Now, honestly, if this was UFC or MMA, you'd be almost, legendary. I give MMA and UFC major props in their marketing. They can have somebody with 3 or 4 fights, and they will have you thinking this is the most deadly man alive. And I can't knock their marketing. It's great. It gave them a lot of great success, and I'm not gonna lie. But some of the fighters are really good, but some of them, I think they market too soon, but you know what? They know how to sell it, and that is the name of the game. Let's get back to it. All right, so we got Jeff Horn. Let me go down slowly with him. All right. So I'm going to scroll down to where we can kind of look at, what's going on. All right, and this is for Manny Pacquiao WBO title as well. So let's just go right into the height, okay? And this is an advantage for Jeff Horn. He has a height of 5'9". And Manny Pacquiao, look over to the right here, he only has a height of 5 foot 5.5 inches. So the height definitely goes to Manny Pacquiao. But now we come over to the reach, guys, and this is kind of crazy to have that much height, but your reach is only an inch more, 68 to 67, only an inch more. And I'm going to say this, it's probably not going to really help him. I mean, maybe a little if you keep it distance, maybe. But when you're going against somebody who's shorter than you, so they're already lower, and then with Manny Pacquiao even bends himself even lower as he coming in, and if he comes in with shot, it's not going to really give you a target because you're taller. If he bends down, you don't have no midsection shot. You don't have no real head shots because the hand's open, so you really hesitant to even throw punches, and next thing you know, he's on top of you, and because you are taller, he has more target to your body, and because your reach is almost the same, he can reach up and touch your face as well. Now, one thing about him being taller, a benefit for Jeff Horn that can help him, is if he can time Manny Pacquiao with a nice uppercut coming in, or time Manny Pacquiao with a big right hand. Either one of those would work well. I think the uppercut will really surprise Manny Pacquiao, and that might be the one, if it happens, that can definitely either get its respect or probably set Manny Pacquiao down. But that is yet to be seen. Let's roll down just a little bit more, guys. Let's go down to their fights. All right. Just for you guys know who doesn't know much about the fight, what's going to be shown. I think it's going to be. Is it HBO? I gotta look on this more, guys. I think it might be HBO. I don't think it's pay-per-view. I think it might be either just regular HBO in the States. And don't quote me on this. You might want to Google this. But it might be HBO in the States. If you know, guys, hey, do me a favor. Anybody know this from anywhere around the world, go ahead and put it in the comment section. You know, let me know. Let everybody else know that watches this. Like, hey, this is what it's going to be shown at. This is what time it's going to be shown at. You know, bada bing, bada boom. And while you're doing that, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the share. T-Dub, what's Plays in the Sports? We are here live. Now, here's some things, guys. See, another thing about Jeff Horn is, you know, he got 16 wins, but a lot of people don't know who he has fought. You know, I think Randall Bailey is probably the most familiar one that I'm probably familiar with. But a lot of these other people, you know, I'm just not really familiar with. And I'm not saying they're bad people. They could be, because I haven't looked at each one of these people's records over here. But, you know, it's like he hasn't fought a marquee name to say you earned this spot. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't fought a marquee name. A Kell Brook, no. A Earl Spence, no. Keith Thurman, no. Sean Porter, no. Andre Berto, no. Devin Alexander, no. Victor Ortiz, no. Josito Lopez, no. Soto Carras, no. That's why he's getting more backlash, because, you know, because they went to this fight so fast. If he would have fought one of those guys, beat one of those guys, and then people would be like, you know what, man, I want to see him in a fight with Manny Pacquiao. Look how he just, you know, beat Victor Ortiz, or look how he just beat, you know, Sean Porter, Amir Khan, you know, or even if they put him against, what's the guy's name? Man, I cannot think of it. It's not even coming to me later. It'll come to me later. It's the guy that Amir Khan fought him. Manny Pacquiao knocked him down 6 times. Chris Algieri. If he fights him and beats him, that's helped get him in the light, you know, because Chris still has a name. And then when you come over to Manny Pacquiao, who's actually a living legend right now in the sport, let me just blow him all the way up, guys, if you don't mind. I hope you don't. Okay. Now, look at this. And the one thing I want you to do, guys, I want to just, like, picture Jeff Horn against his opponents, okay? Jesse Vargas. That might actually be a decent fight. That might. That might. You know, I have a little thoughts on that, but I'm going to save in case that ever is made. That might be a decent fight. You know, Tim Bradley, Floyd Mayweather Jr. There he is right there, Chris. I was just talking about him. Tim Bradley. Brandon Rios, you know, that's a guy I've been seeing him train a lot lately. But he's not back in action. Maybe he having some kind of promoter issues or something. I don't know. Juan Manuel Marquez, Tim Bradley, Juan Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Margarito, Claudio, Cotto, Ricky Hatton. Man, I'm saying this resume is fucking crazy. Oscar De La Hoya, David Diaz. You know, he had Juan Manuel Marquez. He had fought a few people 3 or 4 or 5 times. So you might should minus, you know, probably like, you know, 12 or 13 fights on his resume, because he fought the same person several times. But the fact is, man, this guy has proven. This is why they want to see Manny Pacquiao with the best. Because if he's back and he has a WBO title, you know, people want to see him against the welterweights. But to be honest, I don't think Manny Pacquiao is a full welterweight. You know, if you look at his stature compared to, look at this guy. Just picture his stature compared to Earl Spence Jr. Earl looked like a different class. Kell Brook, different class. Keith Thurman, different class. Sean Porter, maybe similar height, but body size, different class, you know. So I can kind of understand why they not quite steering to those guys' way, though. But in fact, if you're a champion, you should face those guys. So, you know, I'm not taking up at all. But let me get back to me. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me see. All right, this your boy T-Dub. What's plays in sports live? This is where we at, guys. All right. All right. So, like I said, guys, always remember, comment below. Let me know. Do you think Jeff Horn actually has a legit chance of winning? Do you think this fight Manny Pacquiao just going to run away with? Whatever you think, always remember, comment below and let me know. And don't forget, on your way out the door, subscribe.